Hi, I'm a local authority designated officer, commonly known as the LADO. My role is to manage allegations against any adult who works with children. When we talk about adults who work with children, we're talking about adults who work on a paid, unpaid, or on a voluntary capacity. We're talking about adults who work within the local authority. We're not talking about the local authority where they reside, but where they work, unless the adult works and resides in the same local authority. In regards to making allegations, it's really important to know that the role of the LADO, as much as we manage allegations, LADOs also provide support and advice, and they signpost you to other people who can help you if they believe that the issues or the concerns you have are not LADO related. It's so important as well for us to understand what the threshold is when it comes to making a referral or making contact with the LADO. You often hear some LADOs refer to contact or consultations. However, the few points that you need to note. Firstly, contact or a referral to a LADO is important when you believe that any adult who works with children has harmed the child in any way. When we look at harm, we often talk about sexual, physical, emotional, neglect, and just where you believe that supervision has been poor. Secondly, if you believe that any adult who works with children has committed a criminal offence against a child, then contact and a referral to the LADO becomes essential. Thirdly, if you believe that any adult is behaving in a way that indicates that they could pose a risk of harm, even if they haven't harmed the child, then it's really important you make that referral. In addition to those, we also look at where adults working with children have in their own personal life, where issues around safeguarding are raised. This is where you believe that an adult may have issues with the police or social services in their personal life, even if it doesn't necessarily involve a child, but in their personal life, the concerns around safeguarding. And the last point to note is where you believe that any adult who works with children resides with or is closely associated with anyone on the sex offenders register, then contact and or referral with the LADO becomes essential. One of the other points to note and to bear in mind is when you have a concern about a child in terms of a LADO referral or safeguarding issue, you need to make that referral within 24 hours of when you become aware of the incident or when the incident's disclosed to you, or actually when the incident happens. 24 hours is key. That's the time frame for a LADO referral. And it's really important for you to know within your own establishment who you need to speak to when there's a concern. LADOs don't deal with concerns, they deal with allegations. However, sometimes it may be difficult for professionals to distinguish between a concern and an allegation. But within your own establishment, if you're in a school, I always encourage you to identify the DSL, the lead person, so that referrals are not delayed. But bear in mind, safeguarding is for all of us and anybody can make a LADO referral. And I'd just like to leave you with the fact that if you have an allegation, as I said, not necessarily a concern, but an allegation of a safeguarding nature in regards to an adult who works with children, you need to ensure that you're making a referral to your local LADO. It's so easy for people to just make referrals to a LADO that they may recognize, or the fact that as I'm here now and sharing this with you, you think she's a LADO, but no, you need to make that referral to the local authority designated officer of the borough where the person works.